Good evening, everybody. I'm going to wait a few minutes for this to pop up and show that I'm live. There we are. I just want to share it. Good evening, everybody. Oh, God, that sounds horrible. Okay. Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, I am Lady Gwendolyn. I live in Clarksburg, West Virginia. I specialize in shadow work and trauma. My hashtag is trauma and tarot. You see it right there, the bottom of the screen. I have been working with cards for over 10 years. Tonight is not the night to get readings. We're just going to have one of my trauma talks. I haven't had one of these in a while, but after so much has been going on. So anyway, I'm finally getting back into the swing of things and working on getting a routine started. And for those of you who know what it's like to go into depression and be overwhelmed by anxiety, you know that it's really tough to break free of that, get out of that mindset, and get started back into a routine. Um, so anyway, that's what I've been doing. Psychology has always been a thing of mine. I am not a psychologist. I never went to school for it. I use my skills from experience to help others. So that's what I do. I do work with different types of divination to help along that, along with other forms of healing, um, access bars, Reiki, power forms. I've started sound healing, crystal healing, mantras, things like that. I pretty well-rounded healer as far as that goes. Um, I do quite a bit. I've been told that I have my hand in too many cookie jars. Um, I'm a Virgo. What can I say? It's what I do. So anyway, Trauma and Tarot Tuesday um, is where I draw 3 cards and we talk about whatever those cards portray. Today's 3 card spread talked about someone who took away your creativity or someone that took away something that you were passionate about. But now you have a chance to start over and um, get a new grasp on your life and your hopes and your desires. Um, so yeah, that's what we talked about. So it got me thinking about um, different times in my life where someone took away something that I loved. Um, what popped up in my Facebook memories for today was 4 years ago today that uh, Celine was sent to Ohio to live. Um, and it just completely ripped me apart, just completely obliterated me and how I responded. Um, when you are in a very stressful situation and you have the choice to either accept it and just be chill about it or you explode. And that's kind of what I did. And these are the things that I remember. So this is also an accountability video, being accountable for my actions in those times and places and how I respond now. Um, I was very irrational and like would disassociate. Um, and things would come out of my mouth. I would do things. I would act out. I was never a person that threw things or I never stabbed someone, so it was nothing like that. Um, but just to be fully immersed in releasing your feelings, um, that's what I did. I drove recklessly. I I would be very harmful. Like I said, I wouldn't throw in things, and I would never do anything to hurt other people. But I guess I would do things to jeopardize my own well-being without purposely doing so. Um, but like I said, I would disassociate. So when you disassociate, you go like completely out of your body. You don't even know what this shell is doing when you disassociate. You go completely out of your mind, and it's like another person is driving your body. When it's over and done, you come back and you're just like, okay, so I got now I have to deal with the consequences because you always have to deal with consequences of your actions. Um, my situation in that particular one, I was very irrational. I would not um, listen to anything that anybody had to say. I was very mouthy, and I was aggressive, verbally aggressive to someone that I loved with my entire being. I took it out on that person. And unfortunately, whenever you are in that state of mind and you're angry, you tend to take it out on someone that is closest to you. And I don't think I was doing it at that point in time, but I was definitely blaming that person. Like, you had to have known this. Why didn't you give me some heads up? The situation was that she was supposed to be coming to live with me, and instead she got sent to Ohio. Those that have been around for a while know the story, know what happened, know how it affected me and what I went through. And she and I talked about it today, and she just hugged me because she knows how much I hurt. Good evening. Hi, Ethan. Um, she knows how much I hurt from that, and she knows that I never want to go through that again. She doesn't want me to go through that again. She doesn't want to go through it again. But anyway, um, being aggressive then, and how I respond to traumatic events now are completely different. Um, because I've done the shadow work and I've done the put in the work, put in the therapy. You know, you chisel away at the wall that you have built up around yourself, and you slowly start breaking it down little by little. Eventually things change. Mentally, emotionally, you start allowing people to love you, and hopefully one day you learn to love yourself. So, since I am back in the saddle again, you are going to start seeing me a lot more often. I want to do more of these trauma talks as things go, move forward, maybe just do like a little 20-minute check-in Tuesday evenings for, after trauma and tarot, kind of talk about it a little bit, and with the follow-up trauma and talk like now. But on Wednesday nights, at least for the next 2 months, October and November, um, 2022, I will be doing cauldron readings, and that will be Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. And on the second Thursday of every month, I am on Coffee and Tea, and that is with Ace and Knight of the Psych Coffee Shop Network. You can find us on YouTube, where you find this video, Facebook, kind of everywhere. So not that hard to find. Just follow my page, you'll see it. Um, but I'm going to, you'll start seeing more. I'm going to go through my Book of Shadows, and I'm going to start teaching little things here and there. I went back through the Rowan Temple of Light YouTube and the lessons and classes I did on the Under the Rowan Tree. And I want to break those down. I mean, they're kind of longer videos, but I want to break them down into better sections. So that's my plan and my goal for right now. I really think that information needs to be out there and classes need to happen. And I'm excited to start doing that again. So those are my plans, and but yes, look at how you respond to traumatic situations and start chipping away at what has caused those, and and how you respond, because once you become aware of your responses, it allows you to adjust those. um I know it's hard for a lot of people, and working on yourself and shadow work and healing from trauma is not an easy task. um so you have to give yourself some patience, and having patience with yourself, I think, is one of the hardest things that there is. So anyway, I will call this video good night. If you want to reading, you want to chat, check with me at ladygwendolynhealing.com. I have a booking on there. Um, if I'm on demand, it'll show that I'm available. So just click the link there and you can find me. Let's see. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow night live at 8 p.m. for cauldron readings. Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for a little trauma and talk. And we'll see you later. Good night.